You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey Days fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt here, and we have got to discuss what's about to happen with Stefan DiMera and why he's leaving the NBC streaming soap opera. Plus, we got to talk about whether he's gone for good or just gone for now. And there are two other major goodbyes coming to the NBC soap soon, and two goodbye for nows. So before we dig into these 5 tidbits of comings and goings updates, please click subscribe if you haven't now. Let's jump right in. So we have Stefan DiMera trying to figure out a way out of the corner he's painted himself into. He's been running drugs for dodgy Clyde Weston, and now he has twice tried to kill a Salem police detective. He went to EJ DiMera for help, but all EJ's doing is helping himself and not his little brother. This week on Friday, Harris Michaels is back on his feet after collapsing after he and Rafe show up to the scene of Tripp and Wendy's kidnapping and where they've been stored. Clearly, Harris should still be in the hospital, but he's not, and he's going to pay for it soon. Ava, though, volunteers to take care of him, so when Harris wakes, he's surprised to see it's her there. By Monday, the 18th, Ava's hitting the sheets with Harris, but he is awake before that because on Friday, Harris gets all up in EJ's face asking him where is his little brother. But EJ is not handing him any information. And then on Monday, while Harris is getting frisky with Ava, EJ is talking to Stefan and talking to him about the escape plan. EJ promised to get Stefan out of Salem in exchange for all of Stefan's stock shares and his assets. It's a win-win for EJ because he gets Stefan's voting shares in DiMera and also gets rid of his irritating little brother. And then Harris tells Ava the big secret that her partner in crime, Stefan, tried to kill him twice. And she doesn't like that one bit. I don't like it one bit because Harris needs to tell the other cops because Xander has been arrested for the crime and he knows the wrong man is sitting in jail. That's bullcrap. And it's all about Harris's conflict of interest with Ava. That's why he hasn't come clean about it. So not cool. By Thursday, Stefan is drunk and spiraling, and Chad DiMera is shocked to see his brother falling apart. Then on Friday, we're going to find out Stefan tried to cut a deal with the cops, but Harris tells Ava the deal might not stick. Whether it does or not, Stefan goes ahead and turns himself into the cops by the end of the week. EJ must know that he is at risk from Stefan. He is completely gobsmacked when he hears that Stefan has surrendered to the police next week. If he tells Rafe Hernandez that Stefan has known, if Stefan tells Rafe that EJ has known for a couple of months that he's been running drugs and all about the Clyde stuff, well, I think EJ can kiss that DA job goodbye, and he also might be in trouble for aiding and abetting, obstruction of justice, a whole lot of things. So I have to say, I'm absolutely cheering the notion that EJ might get fired and taken down a few notches because he has been behaving so badly. So that has us questioning what exactly is Stefan DiMera's fate. Will he go to prison? Will he run off? Well, here's what you need to know. Brandon Barash, who plays Stefan, and his wife Isabel had a baby on September 15th, 2023. That's when his son Joaquin Lee Barash was born to them. So, they filmed 6 months ahead at Days of Our Lives, and it is right at 6 months from the date of his son's birth. That is important because Brandon Barash went out on paternity leave as soon as his son Joaquin was born. So he will reportedly be out for a couple of months, 8 weeks or so. But I do fully expect Brandon Barash back on Days as Stefan DiMera. And given all the chatter about the Gabby Hernandez recast, I expect we are going to meet her once Stefan is back. With 2 months off, that should have Stefan back in Salem in time for May sweeps. And sweeps, of course, is an ideal time for them to bring the new Gabby in so we can meet the new actress in the role. Wait and see. And of course, we will give you a heads up on Brandon Barash's return return date as Stefan DiMera to Days of Our Lives once it is officially confirmed. And speaking of a bad guy leaving town, where is Clyde Weston and Officer Rebecca Goldman? So far, there is no indication that these two troublemakers are gone for good. Although there was an airplane waiting where he escaped, thanks to Ava's contacts, it looks like Cyrus did not get onto the plane. He told Ava he knew it was someone who might double cross him because she's the one that has the contact. So instead, he decided to drive off into the sunset with his much younger cop girlfriend. So what does that mean? Is Clyde really gone for good? First, there has been no official confirmation that James Reed is out at Days of Our Lives. And given all the loose ends around this drug plot, I just don't think he's done yet. I do expect he'll come back to slap at his enemies once they relax, thinking he's just run off for good. But with Stefan and Steve and Ava and Harris and so many others looking for payback on Clyde, you would hate to see them cheated out of their chance at revenge on him. So I think he's not gone for good, just gone for now. And finally, we have two other big exits that I mentioned. That's Lamon Archey and Sal Stowers as Eli Grant and Lani Price. We knew that they were not going to stay very long, and now I can officially tell you, yes, they are gone off Days of Our Lives again. I expect, of course, they'll be back eventually as needed for a family plot, but who knows when or why they'll be back. Neither of them are on contract. Sal Stowers had already moved on to her next stage of life, getting certified for coaching. She's on a BET series right now. So this week, we have got Lani and Eli discussing this great new job offer that he got. The problem is it's all the way across the country in Washington, D.C. By the way, they need another cop there. I don't know if you guys have seen the headlines. Carjackings are up like 92%. There is so much scary crime that is ramping up in D.C. So they need that cop there. So that means that Lani and Eli and their twins, Jules and Carver, are not going to stick around Salem. Get ready to say goodbye this week to Eli and Lani. Get ready to say goodbye next week to Stefan DiMera, at least for now. Again, I expect him back in May sweeps, hopefully along with the long-awaited glimpse of recast Gabby Hernandez. As for Clyde and Goldman, my gut tells me we're going to see them before too much longer, but we'll have to wait on some official Days of Our Lives spoilers to know for sure. All right, that's it. That is my Days of Our Lives comings and goings update for you. Please comment on who you are happy to see take off out of Salem and who you wish would come back. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and please come back soon. We are here talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week, and as always, I'm Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.